So gosh, I haven't been on here in so long. There's been quite a lot happening, and things have been just really busy in the house and family stuff that's happened over the last while. So I just wasn't feeling up to having putting a blog. So sorry about that, but that's life. So I just sat down and put together a list of what I've made, and it's quite a lot. Big long list. So I think I'm going to have to do this in two parts. So I'm just going to chat about my makes that I've done over the last, I think it's been 3 weeks since I've done a vlog post. Well, what I'm wearing is my Frugal Frocks outfit. I'm absolutely delighted with it. So this is Nina Lee, the Nina Lee Carnaby dress, and it was in a Love Sewing magazine. I have so many of those, and really fair play to Sam and Ruan for doing this challenge, because it really made me realize I have so many patterns. I really don't need new ones, and if there's something I like about a pattern, I can always hack it. So I'm on a pattern buying ban at the moment. I think a lot of people are on like fabric and pattern buying bans. The fabric buying ban never happens here. I'll stand up and show you. I made a few adjustments to it. So it's like a shift dress. And I made an adjustment where I don't have a zip. Oh, there's a hook and eye at the top. I didn't hook it up, so I'll just hook that up. Because I feel because it's a shift dress, it's nice and loose. It doesn't really need one. Sorry, every time I twist around, it looks funny at the back, but it's just because I'm twisting. I did move the darts down a little bit because I'm a bit bustier. I didn't really need to add in any more to the bust. I think if I did, I wouldn't get this here if I did a full bust adjustment, but I think it's acceptable, you know. And it's in a red linen, which is lovely, and I like the length of the sleeve and the necklines. It's perfect, and I love these little pockets. But I think if I did it in a lighter fabric, it would, it's just hitting at my knee there. I think if I did it in a lighter fabric, anything in those pockets would make it all sag out and wouldn't look great. So I'm delighted with this. I think I'll make a top version, but I'll chat about that in plans later. So I'm looking back through all those little packets and thinking, oh, I should do that, because I traced this pattern, so I still have it now. To use, you know, a different size, or maybe later on one is for Alva, so you never know. So what else did I make? I'm going to take these off because otherwise I'll forget to talk about them. I made a knit top for Finton. He wouldn't pose for a photograph, but sure, anyway. Here it is. This actually went together. This is the Jackson. Oh, look at that, there's a little thread. It's not there really. Just clip that off. So this is a Jackson pullover by Helens Closet, and the only adjustments I made for him on this one was I lengthened the sleeve, which I did on the previous one, and then I highered the neckline because he felt for a jumper he wanted the higher neckline, so I just adapted that. I think I went up by an inch on the neckline, and he's delighted with that, and he's worn it loads and has already picked out some colours of the new knit fabrics that have arrived, so I'll have to do a bit more sewing for him. I love this fabric. I did make, I'm just going to chuck on the floor down here. I made then, I'll take that off. Over here, a Lola. I'm sitting on it now. It's not completely finished because I still have to hem it. And so the back part, because we just finished our course, online sewing course. I'll throw it on over this. It might actually go pretty well. This is my Lola coat in the knit fabric. Now, it's not completely finished, but I thought you might like to see it anyway. So there it is in the knit fabric. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, I'm really happy with that, and I do like the short version. All the way back. Here we go. Really like this. It's very comfy, and it's quite heavy, this knit fabric, so it's great for cardigans or jumpers or mid-season tops or Irish weather tops. You know, we don't really get great weather. And of course, I have it all ready to go to put a little Kylie in the machine label at the back of it. So that's my knit Lola. And then there's another one here which is really not finished at all, but I thought I'd show you because it's on my other makes from this month, and it's a long version. Now I did a bit of a boo-boo here, and in my head I was doing a short version and went and cut it. So the panels, there's like little add-on, you can barely even see it actually, there's a little add-on panel there. So it's a long version. I'm not sure about the long version of me, obviously. Cuffs need to be done, it's not finished at all. But this is in an Irish linen. It's like a herringbone linen, isn't that gorgeous? So, yeah, and I love the back neck part. Can you see how that herringbone linen comes together? Isn't it gorgeous? It's just fab. I have a feeling it's going to be more of a winter kind of a coat for me anyway. I think so. I'll move you a bit forward. There we go. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of a more of a winter one, just because of the colours and what I wear during the winter and summer. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know with these things when you're making them. They're my Lolas. So I have 3 of them now. I can't believe I got 3 of them. And we just finished our Lola class. So the next class, lot of online classes, is the Alex shirt or a flat collared shirt. So there's loads of different options. You don't have to necessarily do the Alex. There's loads of different ones, but I'll chat about them another time. Then I made, which was a make I cut out at Christmas. Seriously, I do this and I cut them out and then I get distracted. Oh, new pattern. So this was meant to be my Christmas outfit, and I just didn't really feel like making anything or wearing something fancy at Christmas. So this was my Bonnie shirt in this Jackson viscose. And now this is my first time doing a style arc pattern. The instructions are very minimal, which is fine for me. If you're a beginner, I'd say it's probably a bit tricky. But it's very oversized. Like, I downloaded the 14. That was huge, and I had to take it in loads. So I think I've mucked up the pattern a little bit by taking it in, because I don't think it sits fully right. So if you're ordering anything from Style Arc, I would look at their finished sizes on that pattern if you can. I'm not sure if you actually can. I know they do multi-size patterns now. When I bought this one, it was only the specific size. So I bought a 14 and I got the 12 and I got the 16. They send you the 3 sizes. But I think you can buy the multi-size ones now, so which that'd be a bit more helpful, because you could actually measure off the pattern. But I do love the epaulets. Can you see those there? Love the epaulets. And then I think this is lost in this fabric, but there's buttons down the back. I think if I made this again, which I don't know if I will, there's no darts or anything in it. It's just a plain grown-on sleeve with epaulets and a facing. I think if I made this again, I would do the same front and back. I wouldn't put the buttons down. I think I'd only put the buttons down the back if I was doing a linen version or something like that, like something a bit heavier, or a plain fabric so you could actually see the buttons. But I think it's just the effort of all those buttons and buttonholes. And I did a stupid mistake. Oh my god. Really stupid mistake. And I think it's because at that stage I just wanted it finished. I forgot to put the pin in the top buttonhole. And it went straight through. But sure, a man on a flying horse wouldn't see it. I literally went through the top there. So I just zigzagged the top of it. Oh, it's fine. It's grand. Did you ever make something that took so long? You just don't like it when by the time it's done. I'm like that with my knitting. Oh, bless me. Excuse me. So I'm like that with my knitting. Like, I take that long to knit something that, like, I always choose something like an Aran jumper that takes about a year to knit. So by the time I'm finished it, I'm like, oh, I don't like it anymore. But then leave it for a while and then I'll go back to it and that'll be fine. So that was my Bonnie. Then, Sew Over It. I don't know if I talked about this in the last vlog. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm talking about it now again. So if you missed the last one, here it is. I'm talking about it now. The Audrey top by Sew Over It. They gave that free as International Women's Day, and then I did a class with some of my students because the neckline and that can be a bit tricky, especially if you're a beginner. And I have loads of them, but now I have another 3. So I made a navy one. That's tricky to see navy in this light. There's a navy one, and that is a 12 on the shoulders and a 14 on the bust. So I just graded up there, and that fits fine. It's nice. It's quite a close fit, that one. And then I just wanted one that wasn't such of a close fit, so I did one that was a 14 and a 16. Now, I literally took this out of the wash basket for this video. So, it's a bit crumpled because it's been lying in a pile, not folded nicely. So that was a red one. They're all in the new organic cottons. And then I thought I'm going to try one out in the bamboo, because it does say on Sew Over It website that you can do it in a bamboo jersey. So we have new bamboo jerseys in. And that's in the cognac one. It's a bit washed out here because it's quite bright today. And it's very comfortable to wear. Again, same sizing as before. I probably could have sized down. I think this fabric will be amazing for like an Agnes top, or for kind of undergarments, kind of layering. I think it'd be gorgeous. Or even like a wrap dress that has ruching, or kind of a tie front or something. I think it'd be so comfortable. It feels gorgeous to wear. So I'm really loving that top. That's my first time sewing with bamboo. And people have always raved about it, and I found organic bamboo, which is even better. So I was happy to get that. So they are my Audrey tops. Didn't make anything for the kids this month. That's terrible, isn't it? So I have nothing made for them. But I do have some flans, and of course Alva has some plans for me. Picked out fabric, as she does. And James has been asking for a few bits and pieces. So and he's been picking out his labels he wants on them. He loves putting labels on the back of things. So because of the new Kylie and machine labels that came in, so he's been picking out ones, which is deadly. So that's my makes for this month. So I'm going to do another vlog with my plans, because I've got a lot of plans, and I don't want to waffle on here too long. So stay tuned for part 2. See you soon. Bye bye.